Hello, Swana Americans. Dume lang. Today, I'm presenting a video that I've wanted to put together for a long time. It documents our trip to the Grand Canyon in Arizona of the United States back in May of 2018. It was an awesome hiking experience. If you love hiking or just love natural parks, natural beauty, you're gonna wanna check this out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Grand Canyon's about 2,000 miles from Milwaukee, so that's either a 30-hour car ride, or in our case, a preferable 3.5-hour plane flight, and about a 3-hour drive from Phoenix up to the Grand Canyon. Some quick facts about the Grand Canyon. It is a mile deep at its deepest point and about 18 miles across at its widest point. It was formed by the Colorado River over millions and millions of years, grinding through the rock and layers of sand and dirt. The hike takes you through many layers of rock and sediment that have built up over millions and millions of years. Almost every ecosystem in North America is represented along the hike, from hot desert at the bottom to lush pine forest at the top. As I mentioned, we did this hike in late May, which should have meant temperatures in the 60s Fahrenheit at the top and in the mid-90s at the bottom. However, we encountered record low temperatures for the time period, and temperatures were below freezing at the top of the rim when we started our hike. Here we are, all bundled up on the shuttle bus, the early morning shuttle bus, and finally at the South Kaibab trailhead. Obligatory warning signs, last chance to back out. But look at this view, guys. Ain't no way we're backing out now. See that ridge way across the way there? That's where we're going, the North Rim. Can't wait to do it. One more selfie, and let's get this thing started.
Here we go.
Here we go. May 27th.
May 27th.
19.
Hour zero, right?
41 degrees. Hour zero. Only 21 miles to go.
Yeah, only. We can do this. We are here. Woohoo!
We reach our first destination of Point at 6 a.m., just under a mile. We're making slow time, taking lots of photos, but it's okay. The scenery is wonderful, even though it's cloudy. The views are just amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite photos of the entire trip. It looks like Refilwe is about to walk off the end of the earth or something, but the trail actually goes down to the right just after this. After about 40 minutes of hiking, we reach Cedar Ridge and are treated to our first weather phenomenon of the trip, this beautiful rainbow. What an awesome and auspicious beginning to the trip. And of course, we try to capture it from every angle. Pretty soon the sun actually peeks out, but later on, water on the path tells us that rain might be ahead.
We've been on the road now on the way coming down South Ridge for about 1 hour, maybe 50 minutes. And that's my baby right there. And we're still feeling strong. Yay!
Sure enough, it does start raining soon, and let me tell you, it did feel pretty miserable.
We have been on the road. You're taking me a picture.
Yeah.
For 2 hours now, and it's raining.
Raining.
Yeah.
It's a little warmer. It's about 60 degrees. It doesn't feel great. It's a little cold and windy.
Yeah.
But look at how green it is. Look at this landscape.
It's green, and let's go around and Kaibab and show all the views. This is so beautiful that even with the rain, we're doing a people panel.
People panel.
Yeah. Even with the rain.
Did you get the trail in there?
Oh. Yes, there's the trail. That's where we're coming from. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay, loves.
One more hour to the bottom, I think.
Okay. All right. Good. Feeling strong?
Good.
Yes.
As miserable as that rain seemed, hope was soon restored and smiles returned to our faces because we got our first glimpse of the mighty Colorado River below.
I'm talking and I'm watching this and I didn't record.
That's what happens when you ride these trails too long. And then, like I say, we don't maybe know what's in all the guys' Boda bags, so maybe he was having or something else was going on. I don't know. But no, really, in this wet weather, if there could be such a thing as a rock site, so we do have to be prepared to get out of the way. You got to look alive. But you could go on that trail.
Oh.
After 3 hours and 20 minutes of hiking and 6.3 miles, we make it to the bottom of the canyon, the entrance to the Black Bridge. Just before we start crossing though, we see a mule train in the distance, which means we have to pause and let them pass. At this point, it's hard to even describe how big the canyon feels, how big the river looks, and how small you feel in the middle of it all. So I'll let the pictures do the talking. At this point, we've made it down to Phantom Ranch, an incredible oasis in the middle of this desert canyon. The ranch has a restaurant, souvenir stand, and snack bar. Everything hauled on by the mule trains. We stop inside the canteen for a well-needed break, have some lemonade, mail some letters, have some snacks, get a much-needed rest for about a half hour. But now the real work begins. We've already come a long way, but there's no time to celebrate. We've got about 14 miles to go from Phantom Ranch to the top of the North Rim.
Okay, go.
Okay, just leaving Phantom Ranch. We're at the bottom of the canyon, about 10:40 a.m. It's mild temperatures now, but we heard there might be snow on top, which would be incredible. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's not snowing though, because we're not dressed that heavily.
We're not dressed properly.
Yeah.
And how long is it to?
14 miles to go.
Okay, 14 miles
We're
to
hoping
go.
9 hours, 10 hours.
Okay, we're doing this.
All right.
Yeah, let's go, babes.
The hike out of Phantom Ranch follows Bright Angel Creek for several miles through an area known as the Box. There's high canyon walls on both sides, and in the summertime it can get quite hot. But fortunately today, that was not a problem. We are definitely feeling good and spirits are high. Even the sun peeks out for a moment, and we're treated to some gorgeous views. Soon the weather turns again though, and we start getting pounded by some hail. And I mean hard. I have a hat on, but it comes down so hard it's hurting my head. There's a picture of it on the trail. It doesn't last long though, and soon we see Ribbon Falls off in the distance. A welcome sight after a long hike in the box.
Okay, where are we?
We're at Ribbon Falls,
Uh-huh.
which is closed because there's a bridge out. We're 6 miles, almost 6 miles from Phantom Ranch. We've been through what? We've been through hail, rain.
Yeah, strong hail.
It's been strong. It's been a crazy 6 miles, but now the sun's out.
The sun is
Yeah.
out, beautiful. And
we're
where
tired.
are we heading to now?
8 miles to go to North Rim. Piece of cake. It's only one.
Okay, piece
It's
of
only
cake.
1 in the afternoon. We got the
Okay.
whole day to get out.
Piece of cake, right? Okay. All
I
right.
don't know if I'll say that in a couple hours. But
Okay, great. We have to cross that.
I'll take my shoes off.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah. This is a lot of water to cross. Yeah, shoes off.
We soldier on and soon comes the Cottonwood Campground, where we take a much needed long break, soak up some sun, and get our energy back. Passing hikers are telling us of snow up on the ridge. Hard to believe since it's so nice and sunny here. An hour later we make it to Manzanita rest area, but it's getting colder and we're definitely feeling the hike.
Alright,
Okay, where are we?
where are we? We I don't know.
Waterfall.
It is so beautiful.
Yeah, for Manzanita rest area.
Uh-huh.
We still have about, I don't know, 6 miles, 5, 6 miles to go.
Yeah, that's good.
We heard there's snow on top, but we're not believing it. We're just walking.
We're just gonna
Right now
walk
it's
and
beautiful.
enjoy each step
Yeah,
and beautiful views like that,
yeah.
and then we get there. Right?
We get there. We're done. Yeah. As we climb higher and higher, it becomes darker, colder, and more steep. We start seeing evergreen trees like these small junipers here, and it's becoming steeper and steeper. I even started carrying Refilwe's backpack on and off. Snow melt from on top of the canyon brings us these beautiful hidden waterfalls, but also turns the path to mud.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And from way above. Oh, I can feel,
feel the spray.
right?
Yeah. As we near the top, the trees become bigger and bigger, darkness sets in, and we are really struggling. We are stopping literally like every 1/10 of a mile, gasping for breath. But we're almost there. And finally, after over 14 hours of hiking, we reach the summit on the North Rim, and we are happy. Unfortunately, if you can believe it, we still have a 1.5 mile walk through the snow to find the lodge. And by the time we get there, we are done.
We're done with the hike and just checked in at the lodge and waiting to be served at a restaurant before we go home or to our room. And
Breakfast the next morning was probably the best tasting and most satisfying one that I've ever had. Check out this dining room and check out the view from our table. It's amazing to look out there and know that you walked across that 24 miles worth.